Today we are going to learn about mastering Beautiful Soup for dynamic content scraping. We will explore how to scrape dynamic content using Beautiful Soup and requests HTML, a crucial skill for extracting data from websites with JavaScript loaded content.
In today's digital age, websites are more dynamic than ever, thanks to JavaScript. Dynamic content refers to web content that updates itself without the need for a page refresh. This is crucial for modern web applications that provide real-time updates, such as social media feeds or live sports scores. However, this poses a challenge when it comes to web scraping, as traditional methods may not be able to capture dynamically loaded content. This is where Beautiful Soup and requests HTML come into play. Beautiful Soup is a powerful library for parsing HTML and XML documents, while requests HTML is designed to handle JavaScript-rendered pages. Together, they provide a robust solution for scraping data from modern websites.
To get started with scraping dynamic content, we first need to set up our environment by installing the necessary libraries. Beautiful Soup can be installed using pip with the command pip install Beautiful Soup 4. Similarly, requests HTML can be installed with pip install requests HTML. Once installed, it's crucial to ensure that Python is correctly set up on your system. You can verify your installations by running a simple script that imports these libraries. The basic syntax for Beautiful Soup involves creating a Beautiful Soup object by passing the HTML content and a parser, such as html.parser. For requests HTML, you'll need to create an HTML session to render JavaScript. Set up a simple script to fetch a web page and print the output to confirm everything is working correctly. Once the environment is ready, the next step is to fetch HTML content from a target website. First, identify the URL of the page you want to scrape. Using requests HTML, create an HTML session with session equals nightmosession. This session allows you to fetch the web page and render JavaScript, which is essential for capturing dynamic content. Use our equals session.getURL to make a GET request to the desired URL. After the request, invoke our .html.render to execute any JavaScript on the page. This step is what sets requests HTML apart, as it allows you to see the same content you would in a browser. Always verify the fetched content by printing it out or inspecting it to ensure it includes all the dynamic elements you expect.
Rendering JavaScript is a key feature of requests HTML that allows full-page content retrieval, including dynamically loaded sections. After initiating a session and fetching a page, use the render method to execute JavaScript. This method may take some time, especially for pages with heavy scripts, so patience is key. If you encounter issues, consider adjusting the sleep parameter to ensure all scripts have time to load. It's also helpful to increase the timeout parameter if the rendering process takes too long. Here's a simple example: our .html.render sleep equals 1, timeout equals 20. This command tells requests HTML to wait for 1 second after page load and allows up to 20 seconds for the process to complete. If rendering fails, check the console output for errors or warnings.
With the HTML content fully rendered, it's time to parse it using Beautiful Soup. Start by creating a Beautiful Soup object with the HTML content and a parser. Soup equals Beautiful Soup r.html.html, html.parser. Beautiful Soup provides powerful methods to find and select elements within the document. Use soup.find to locate the first occurrence of a tag, or soup.find_all to get all occurrences. CSS selectors are also available through soup.select, allowing you to pinpoint specific elements with ease. Once you've identified the elements you're interested in, you can extract text, attributes, or any other data contained within the HTML tags. For example, element.get_text retrieves the text content, while element href accesses the value of an attribute. Through practical examples, you'll see how to navigate and manipulate HTML structures efficiently.
Dynamic websites often use asynchronous requests to load content, which means data is fetched in the background without blocking the main execution. Understanding and handling these asynchronous requests is vital for successful web scraping. Requests HTML can be combined with Python's Asyncio library to manage these tasks efficiently. By utilizing Asyncio, you can initiate multiple requests concurrently, significantly improving performance. For instance, define an async function for fetching and rendering a page, then use asyncio.run to execute it. This approach enables you to scrape multiple pages simultaneously, reducing the total time required. Asynchronous scraping is particularly beneficial when dealing with a large number of targets or when scraping pages with slow response times.
Web scraping, especially of dynamic content, comes with its set of challenges. One common issue is JavaScript errors, which can occur during rendering. To address this, ensure the website is accessible in a standard browser and check for any console errors. Timeouts are another challenge, often caused by slow loading scripts. Adjusting the timeout parameter in requests HTML can help. Dynamic content not loading as expected might be due to anti-scraping measures implemented by the website. Detecting these measures requires inspecting network requests or looking for captchas. Debugging involves carefully reading error messages and using tools like browser developer consoles to inspect network activity. Patience and persistence are key, as well as a willingness to experiment with different approaches.
To scrape the web efficiently and ethically, it's crucial to follow best practices. Always start by respecting a website's robots.txt file to understand what is allowed. Efficient coding techniques, such as reusing sessions and optimizing parsing logic, can significantly reduce the time and resources required. Performance optimization might include handling retries for failed requests and using asynchronous programming to manage multiple tasks. Consider how you'll store the scraped data in databases or structured file formats like JSON can make data management easier. Finally, adhere to ethical guidelines by not overwhelming servers with too many requests and always crediting data sources when required. By following these practices, you ensure a sustainable and responsible approach to web scraping.
In conclusion, mastering Beautiful Soup for dynamic content scraping opens up a world of possibilities for extracting data from modern, JavaScript-heavy websites. By combining Beautiful Soup with requests HTML, you've learned to handle dynamic content effectively. We've discussed the importance of JavaScript rendering, tackled common challenges, and emphasized the need for ethical scraping practices. With these skills, you're well equipped to approach any web scraping project with confidence and professionalism. Remember, the key to success in web scraping is understanding the tools, staying informed about best practices, and always respecting the data and the platforms you engage with.